You are watching QTV broadcasting from the Gambia, and this is the news with me, Jenna Basonko. Our top stories. TRRC suspends today's witness testimony due to electric fault. Claimants of the PPP membership disapprove Papa's election. Immigration officials trained on document security. Those are our top stories, and now the news in detail. Stay with us. The chairman of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission, Dr. Lamin Sise, has informed that the commission could not continue hearing the 9th witness on Monday due to an electric fault at the TRRC headquarters. The commission would therefore resume its proceedings on Tuesday. Here is an excerpt from the chairman's announcement.
We cannot resume our proceedings for the rest of the day today. The technical problem has not been satisfactorily resolved. There has been just a partial resolution, which doesn't help us at all. So because of that, we would cancel the rest of the proceedings for today, and lead counsel, you will tell us how we handle the witness for tomorrow. We will come back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock and hope that the technical problem would have been solved. But lead counsel, how do you intend to handle the witness whose testimony we hardly got started about that today? Yes, sir, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. In view of the circumstances, we agree and support the suspension of today's hearing. We would hear this witness who is currently on the witness seat tomorrow, but we would arrange it such that we would hear the witness who was slated to be heard tomorrow. We would also start hearing him tomorrow, which means to say that this witness would probably take maybe 2 sessions tomorrow, and then the witness who was supposed to come tomorrow would be heard in the last session. There is a possibility that we may be able to finish the hearing concerning these 2 witnesses tomorrow. If not, the second witness his testimony would spill onto the next day. That would be on Wednesday, but we would endeavor to ensure that Wednesday by the end of Wednesday, we would have finished the 3rd witness, and Thursday would be for the witness slated only for Thursday. So it's an interruption. We do not like it very much, but we would make the necessary adjustments to ensure that it does not significantly affect our schedule.
The long-awaited Trans-Gambia Bridge between the north and southern parts of Gambia and Senegal has been inaugurated by Presidents Adama Barrow and Macky Sall. The bridge is expected to ease the movement of goods and people. The historic occasion brought together joyful people of the 2 countries and beyond. For decades, people have encountered challenges crossing this area. Aliou Cisse has more.
It's all about celebration as people of the Senegambia region converge here at the Yeltinda Bambatinda crossing point to witness the inauguration of this landmark achievement. This bridge will no doubt go a long way in easing the movements of people and goods within the sub-region and the ECOWAS region. The foundation stone for the commencement of the construction of the Trans-Gambia Bridge, now renamed Senegambia Bridge, was laid on the 20th February 2015 by the then Gambia's Vice President Aïssatou Ndiaye Seydi and Senegal's Prime Minister Mamadou John. The landmark ceremony paved the way for the construction of this crucial bridge. The $4 billion 1.9 kilometer long, including access roads, is one of the biggest bridges in the sub-region. Funded by the African Development Bank, it can accommodate most vessels, preserving the all-year-round navigability of the River Gambia. The new Senegambia Bridge will be told to generate revenue for the government. Taking into account the location and economic base of the region, the Senegambia Bridge has great potentials to remarkably improve rural livelihoods, predominantly agriculture, by facilitating the access to markets and other services. It is an important link in the Trans-West Africa Dakar-Lagos corridor and will reduce physical barriers to international border crossing and commerce.
Given the geography of the Gambia and Senegal, with the river dividing both countries in 2 halves, I cannot help but wonder why it took so long to have a bridge at this point across the River Gambia. In spite of the delay, this magnificent bridge will henceforth be a major component of the Trans-Gambia corridor. A corridor that is essential for development, integration, trade expansion within the ECOWAS sub-region. With much appreciation, I acknowledge that the project was solely funded by the African Development Bank through a grant over $3.5 billion. Thus, we are all indebted to them for this immense and laudable support.
The construction of this bridge contract was signed in November 2014 for a period of 36 months. The contract was awarded to RSK of Senegal. The expected lifespan of the bridge is 100 years. For decades, commuters, mostly Senegalese, have encountered challenges in crossing at this place.
Something big is happening today. This January 21st, 2019 is a unique day in the history of our Senegambian family. Today, I stand before you on behalf of your sisters and brothers from Senegal and on my own to pay tribute to my brother and friend, President Adama Barrow, and to all Gambian people for the great achievement we made together with the support of the African Development Bank Group. This bridge could not have been achieved without the political will and the leadership of the President Barrow. So,
the bridge will be open to small vehicles while the ferries continue to operate for bigger trucks. Works will continue on the completion of the access roads to the bridge and markets. The ceremony was treated to a performance by undoubtedly two of the best musicians in Senegambia region, Youssou and Jaliba Kuyate. Reporting for QTV News from the New Senegambia Bridge in the Lower River region, I am Aliou Cissé.
Claimants of the People's Progressive Party's executive and delegates have threatened to take legal action in what they describe as a fraudulent manner in their last Congress, where Mohamed Papanjai was declared winner. This meeting was held over the weekend by some claimants of the party's membership who gathered in Bakau to look into mechanisms of conducting a re-election after dismissing the outcome of the PPP Congress. Babukar C. reports.
Party conflicts in the Gambia continues, with the latest coming from the PPP, who are now divided into two groups after the December elective Congress. Papanjai was announced the winner after the December Congress, beating former Vice President Bibi Dabo. After a month, a section of the party is said to be dissatisfied with the procedures and are now threatening to take legal action. Dudu Tal is a special advisor to the party who said Papanjai is unfit to lead him.
No way, Papanjai cannot lead me. As far as I'm concerned, he's not qualified. Papanjai came to the party about 3-4 months ago. Papanjai was in another party. He left there, stood for independence. And before standing for independence, they approach him, some people, not me, to stand for PPP. He said no. And as people said, he bought his way to the party, and PPP is not for sale. Corruptions, bribery, they're saying it. If it does involve, they disclose it. They went to corrupt them, to buy votes. You know, nobody can corrupt me. My role is to help them. To have a good captain and crews to steer the boat to a good destination.
The December elective Congress has brought a huge division within the party, and the sympathizers of Bibi Dabo are saying they would hold their own Congress and follow the right procedures. That statement reminds us of a recent decision taken by the IEC to suspend the NCP party for holding 2 congresses. Babukar C, QTV News.
A 3-day workshop on method and framework for assessing national innovation systems for the Gambia is underway at a local hotel in Bijilo. The event, seeking to strengthen the capacity of national research and innovation system in ECOWAS member countries, was organized by the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. Ajibintu Drame tells us more.
The event further aims to support the Gambia in the development and evaluation in partnership with African Observatory for Science, Technology and Innovation. Dr. Philip Mawoko, director of ASTI, says the Gambia is seeks to hold this kind of program. He added that the participants are contributing in the development of decision-making in the Gambia. He concluded by saying that the Gambia should work in harmony to achieve its vision to support and improve the lives of its citizens. He hopes that the workshop can be used as a tool to identify the strengths and weaknesses of the national innovation system of the Gambia.
I use this opportunity to report to you that the Gambia is number 6 in the list of countries after Senegal, Mali, Niger, Guinea and Liberia to run this program in the ECOWAS region. In a nutshell, the methods and framework for evaluating national innovation systems explore complex socio-economic dynamics through a combination of STI data, indicators, and indices. One of the fundamental lessons to take home shall be the process of giving legitimacy to policy by making it responsive to the national interest. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, with this workshop, you are contributing in planting the seed of evidence-informed decision-making in the Gambia. That is the essence of the new African strategy for science, technology and innovation, STISA 2024. The Gambia vision to support and improve the quality of life of its citizens and STISA 2024 need to work in harmony if we have to achieve these aspirations of the Agenda 2063.
Representative of the Minister of Higher Education, Mamadou Jangjalo, says the ministry recognizes the importance of science, technology and innovation to ensure that it is committed to enabling and promoting the development of these tools.
I therefore would like to assure you that the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, as part of its mandate, is fully committed to creating the enabling environment for the promotion and development of these tools, including research and development, which no doubt contribute immensely in addressing our development challenges towards the realization of sustainable development goals in line with the National Development Plan of the Gambia.
Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
The Gambia immigration officers recently benefited from a piece of training on document security, fraud detection and protection of vulnerable migrants to enhance the capacities of senior officials. Kankusumundu tells us more.
Chief of Mission IOM Fumiko Nagano said immigration officials are every country's first line of defense. They detect fraud, protect migrants from smuggling and human trafficking, and ultimately dismantle transitional criminal networks.
We're here to recognize your commitment to the job through a willingness to learn constantly. Over the past week, you have enhanced your technical skills on understanding document security features, identifying imposters and fraudulent documents, profiling and interviewing, and protecting vulnerable migrants. You have also been familiarizing yourself with using the document verification equipment to be handed over to the Gambia Immigration Department today to assist in your operational functions across the country. The learning, however, does not end here. We're confident that the 17 of you who will be sharing these skills to a further 30 immigration officers who will benefit from the training you have received this week.
The Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, CDM Toure, said due to the advancement of technology, there is a high rate of fake documents, which is a challenge to the Immigration Department.
This phenomenon has given rise and facilitated migrant smuggling, trafficking in persons, and the movement of terrorist elements and other undesirable persons across our borders undetected. Consequently, in order to effectively and efficiently confront these challenges and to mitigate their ensuing threats is to increase the capacity of Immigration Department officials, not only in terms of human resources, but also the technical capacity of the department in dealing with these threats. The provision of this document examination equipment and the closure of the training of trainers ending today, therefore, cannot come at a better time. The technical equipment and the training conducted for the 15 immigration officers will indeed go a long way in enhancing our capacity in the overall management and control of our national frontiers.
The occasion was also used for the formal handing over of fraud detection equipment to the Gambia Immigration Department donated by the IOM. Kanku Sumbundu, QTV News.
Saturday, 19th January was observed by the community of Kembuje as Kembuje Day to foster unity within the community and discuss development projects for the residents. Ibrahim Abale tells us more.
The Vice President of Kembuje Youth Association, Karamo Dabo, asserted that the association was initiated by the youth of Kembuje in the diaspora, and the aim is to foster unity within the community. He further went on to highlight some of the development projects they embarked on.
In 2018, Kembuje Youth Association embarked on and completed the following main projects. That's the fencing of the cemetery in Nema Kabilo. That's the ground we are observing our day-to-day, which has a size approximately by 1 hectare. Fencing of Christian Cemetery in Chekute Jambul Kabilo, about half a hectare in size. This was a first project initiated by KDA. Again, fencing of Sabukunda and Medina Muslim Cemetery with a size of approximately 1.5 hectares. As I said, the total amount of money spent on these 3 projects amount to $508,574.
Abdul Koli, a member, explains that water and electricity extension are in the pipeline.
Electricity is in the village, water is in the village, but it's only in a limited area. So we need to expand these 2 utilities so that everybody in the village can benefit from those services. And that requires money. We will mobilize resources on our own, but we will need any support that we can get from anybody. The grounds where we held the ceremony today, that's the football field, is also not fenced. And each year, the sports committee, whenever the Nawetan starts, they have to find means of putting up temporary structures just to ensure that they get something out of it. So we will also start mobilizing resources towards the fencing of this field, but any support that we get, we will appreciate it. We also have our women. They have a garden where they work laboriously, but at the end of the day, what they get is little because the cattle has become a huge menace.
The Alcalo advised youth of Kembuje to take the lead when it comes to community development as the future leaders. He also frowns at the low turnout of residents during community work. Ibrahim Abalde, QTV News.
A week-long event aimed at creating visibility and gender awareness on the functions, achievements and challenges of public health in the Gambia was organized by the Association of Public Health Officers in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare on Monday, marking the 2nd edition of Public Health Awareness Week. Babukar C has more.
The 2019 Public Health Awareness Week is aimed at creating awareness on the achievements and challenges of public health in the country. This would be observed in different ways, commencing with a press conference at the National Malaria Control Program Office in Kanifing. Sanjali Traore, Acting Director of Public Health Promotion, said public health awareness has been transformed in the country to a better and well-suited approach.
Currently, I think we have come up with another model, that is to empower people. People should also be responsible. They should also participate in their own health. There is population pattern, changes in population pattern, because people are aging, the lifestyle are now being changed. I'm sure most of you, when you were coming, very few people had walked for even 100 meters. All of us, we are looking for cars and how to call it. So physical activity is really a problem now. And even our dietary also. So this lifestyle are also a very good factor. So that's why, as a ministry, we want health to be in all policies. We are even advocating for that. Because every sector is important when it comes to health service delivery.
The president of the Gambia Association of Public Health Officers, Bala Juve, said the association has gained a lot of positive impact since coming into existence.
Over the years, we have seen a significant increase in the number of qualified public health professionals working in various disciplines of public health in the Gambia. Today, there are more masters and PhD holders than any other time in the history of public health in this country. This increase in both numbers and fields of study come with great expectations and responsibilities of putting public health to a higher level. The significant gains made in vaccine-preventable diseases, malaria, HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and disease surveillance over the years have demonstrated the technical competencies and leadership skills of public health professionals in the Gambia. So after almost 5 decades of existence, GAFO remains as relevant and as vibrant as ever. So as contemporary public health challenges grow both in scope and complexity, members of the association are positioning themselves to adequately respond to the needs of the population.
As part of events marking the second edition of the Public Health Awareness Week, a symposium on the state of the Gambian health system to be followed by a public health fair at Nusrat Senior Secondary School, and wrapping up the week-long event with a football match at Q City on Saturday, January 26th. Babukasi, QTV News.
Before we end this news bulletin, let's recap our main headlines. The chairman of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission, Dr. Lamin Sise, has informed that the commission could not continue hearing the 9th witness on Monday due to an electric fault at the TRRC headquarters. The commission would therefore resume its proceedings on Tuesday. Claimants of the People's Progressive Party's executive and delegates have threatened to take legal action in what they describe as a fraudulent manner in their last Congress, where Mohamed Papanjai was declared winner. This meeting was held over the weekend by some claimants of the party's membership who gathered in Bakau to look into mechanisms of conducting a re-election after dismissing the outcome of the PPP Congress. A 3-day workshop on method and framework for assessing national innovation systems for the Gambia is underway at a local hotel in Bijilo. The event, seeking to strengthen the capacity of national research and innovation system in ECOWAS member countries, was organized by the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology. That is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Do join us tomorrow, same time for more news. Thanks for watching.